Hey guys, this is Eric from Figure Unboxing, and in this video we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. And Pirates of the Caribbean is definitely one of my favorite movies, but I haven't seen the new ones though. I think this is the newer iteration of Captain Jack, but it's still Captain Jack. Anyways, the packaging is really cool. I like all this mist of the ghost ship. And here's the left of the box. Here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And this figure just came out of nowhere. They just announced it one day, and the next day you can pre-order, and now here we are. It's probably the fastest release I've seen in a while. But anyways, let's bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figure still there in the packaging, and he looks great. It does come with a lot of accessories, and hopefully this is not a one-off, and they can give us at least 2 or 3 more characters. But not Tamashii Web exclusive though. But anyways, let's check out the figure itself. And here we have the figure itself, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the figure. Just by the looks, I give it a 10 out of 10. I've spent a little bit of time playing around with it, and I don't have any loose joints. They're tight, and yet they're really smooth. I don't have any paint issues. The QC seems to be handled very well, at least on mine. Hopefully yours is as good as mine, but let's take a closer look at the figure. I love the attention to detail, and the face sculpt is spot on. I think it looks exactly like Johnny Depp. And the hair is not a softened material, so is the jacket and skirt, so you won't have to worry about those hindering your articulation. And the design on the elbow is really similar to the Jedi figures, but I think it's a lot smoother. And the reason why is they actually use softened material over here, so you actually won't feel the friction when you're playing around with it, and that is really awesome. They definitely learn a lot from their Star Wars Jedi figures. But anyways, let's check out the articulation and see what we got. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much. Like I mentioned earlier, the hair is on a softened material, and you do have a hinge over here, and you do have articulation on this part as well. And you can turn his head no problem. And his shoulder is just on a standard ball joint, but it does have a lot of range. You can raise his arm up about this much. You do have shoulder swivel, and the jacket is on a softened material, so you can hide the joints pretty well. And he can curl about this much, and you do have bicep swivel due to the softened material over here. That was very easy to do, and I really like this design. I'm digging this. And you do have the bow wrist, of course, and just look at this detail on his fist as well. And for the ab crunch, he can bend forward quite a lot, but can't really bend backwards because of the jacket. I believe you can pull out his torso and gives it a little bit more range, but that just makes the figure a little bit loose. But you can, I believe you can pop it right back, and you know, it's tight again. This is not the first time we see this kind of design. And he does have the older pull down design for the leg. And you can kick about this high, bend about this much, side to side pivot, and you can have some toe hinge as well. And I believe that's the articulation, and let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default head, and I think it looks amazing. The technology just keeps on getting better, and it doesn't look as pixelated as some of the earlier figures. And next up, we get a sideways looking expression, and it definitely looks good, but I'm not a big fan of just, sideways looking. And I really wish they could have included at least 2 more face sculpt, but we might get that in the future if they decide to release more. And next up, we do get his head, very nicely painted and sculpted, and let's try this on. And here I have him assembled with a head, but it doesn't work too well though. Like, it doesn't stay on there like too easily. You have to kind of like play around with it, and you have to be careful with the paint rub as well. Let me just kind of, oh wait, actually it stays on there fine. So you just have to find it, you have to find the exact right angle for you to like put it on. But yeah, pretty cool though. And for the interchangeable hands, first off, we have a pair of display open hands, and they're very nicely painted and sculpted. I love this amazing detail. And one thing to note is that these are very easy to swap. Easier than some of the older S.H.Figuarts I have experienced. And let me just take this out. And yeah, they go in and out very easily. So Bandai definitely improved on this, and I really appreciate that. And next up, we get a pair of Jack Sparrow style posing hands, and these are really cool. I really like these. And let me just quickly pose it, and yeah, that is so awesome. And next up, we get a pair of hands for you to hold a bottle, and I have the bottle over here, very nicely painted and sculpted, and I like that nice translucent plastic. And let's try this on. And here I have him assembled with a bottle, and he can hold it very, very well, and this is really cool. And of course, we do get 2 compass, open and closed, and this is the closed one, and here is the open one. And let me just try to assemble them. And here I have him holding the closed compass. And here is the open one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And lastly, he came with a pair of hands for him to hold a sword, and we do have the sword sheath over here. And of course, you can remove this, and all this is on a softer material, and let's try this on. And you will have to remove his head to assemble this, and all this soft material works really well, and it's really nice. And yeah, this looks really amazing. And here we have the sword, very nicely painted and sculpted. I really like the black color and all this shading. And yeah, let's try this on. And here I have him assembled with a sword, and it looks amazing. And yeah, I think that's all for the accessories, and let's jump straight into some action poses. And first off, we have him assembled with everything and just looking cool. And next up, we have him looking cool with the bottle. And here we have him checking the compass. And he's able to punch pretty well. And he can also kick fairly well, but obviously not as well as some of the other S.H.Figuarts. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and let's get into the size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with some S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball figures, and they look great. And next up, we have some S.H.Figuarts Naruto figures. And then we have S.H.Figuarts Street Fighters and Mesco 112 Daredevil and Punisher. And then we have the S.H.Figuarts Deathshot and Batman and Bring Art Sora from Square Enix. And then we have S.H.Figuarts Anakin and Obi-Wan from Star Wars. The Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Gwen and Venom. And lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's get into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, this figure easily gets a perfect score from me. And you can obviously tell Bandai spends a lot of time, effort, and resources on this guy. He's using all the latest technology, and he has a fair amount of accessories, beautiful paintwork, amazing sculpt, and he looks exactly like Jack Sparrow. But again, this is just my opinion. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. If I really have to think of a gripe, I'd say it doesn't come with enough accessories still. I wouldn't mind paying for like a deluxe version where they give you more faces, some guns, or I don't know, maybe some effect parts. Well, maybe not effect parts, but you get it. Like, I don't mind paying like a $90 deluxe version. But I think for $50, this is a pretty good deal. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.